Hey guys, tonight is some late night work on the Riggs Garage automobiles. Tonight I'm working on the 63 big block Chevy C10. We're going to put in a new aluminum radiator that I just got off of Amazon, and I'm going to put in a new fuel filter to replace the plastic fuel filter that they're known to break apart and make fires under hoods. And I'm going to put a new lock cylinder, ignition lock cylinder in the C10 so you can't start it with a screwdriver or any other flat piece of metal type stuff. So yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight, and hopefully you guys like this episode. We're getting that C10 ready for car show season so I can drive it anywhere without it getting stolen by a screwdriver, and so it's not going to puke everywhere and overheat. If you saw my last video on the C10, it was the zip ties and bias plies burnout challenge. In that video, I took it out and spun some tires. Met a new photographer friend, and that thing puked everywhere. It's running a stock radiator that was supposedly pretty close to new. I bought it off Craigslist for 60 bucks. Turns out it has like 14 holes in it, so it's time for a new radiator. Consider subscribing to Riggs Garage and hit that like button on the video. That helps my videos get out to other people and for new people to see videos. Thanks for watching. Goldfish. There's the kids' stash of stuff. Beautiful Mustang. Rags. Ah, yes. There's the big block Chevy. She makes delicious noise. Here's a new lock cylinder for the truck. That is going to replace this. This is the current key to the truck. On previous episode, you probably saw me drilling this out because my kids lost a key. Actually, they lost both my keys because I put them on the same keychain. So this is a new lock cylinder. You just got to hog it out with steps bigger and bigger. And I'll probably just pop that in here in a minute and show you how that works. You basically just drill the old one out so that the pin that holds it in place just falls out and it comes right out. Come on! Here it is unboxed. This is a DNA motoring radiator made out of aluminum for the 1960 through 66 C10, I believe. I'll put a link below in the description of this video so you can check that out. But overall, the quality seems to be fine. I mean, this was like $130, which seems fine. I think it's a 3-core. Let's check. Yeah, I see 3 cores. It's welded together. The welds are kind of weldy looking. Not that good. It's painted silver. You can see that it's painted. It's not a raw aluminum. And yeah. Looks like a fine cheap radiator for my very cheap truck. If you haven't seen the other truck videos, I've got about $2,300 in the truck, and then plus this cooling system upgrade. Let's go see if it looks like it'll fit. What I'm going to check for is make sure the outlet's on the right sides, should be, and then I want to make sure that drain plug clears anything down below. The drain even has potential to clear that frame rail right there. That's nice. You can see this radiator is still bleeding its lifeblood out in multiple spots. One of the other reasons I don't want to lower this truck is I can drain the coolant system into a giant bucket very quickly. Ooh yeah, we got flow. Getting my school shoes dirty. Gosh darn it. There we go. Oh, it's a slinky. This is interesting. Alrighty then. Neat, neat, neat. All of that was back in the radiator from this hose. I just got this Milwaukee M18 impact. This thing is really good for tearing stuff apart and putting it back together carefully. So check these out if you haven't. It's a game changer, and I haven't shown these on my film, but I just got it with a little bit of Christmas cash, and this one was on sale actually for $99 at Home Depot, but I'll put an Amazon link below if you want to grab one. They're kind of ghastly looking. We're gonna have to clean those up. This thing is amazing. Yeah. Falling parts. There we go. You saw I had a crinkle hose set up. I don't like the look of those at all, so I'm using this one. I think it's off a 70s small block C10. And I'm using an angled neck instead of the 90-degree neck. So this is also off one of those. Also has a coolant temperature sensor up here. Oh, and that's loose, so we'll need to seal that. Good to know. And the gasket. Come on, freedom. Ugh. And I believe I used the factory thermostat off of the 86 C10, or 86 C20, excuse me. So it's 195, or, oh, it says 180. One more thing, I do want to plug these automatic transmission cooler lines. The truck has a 4-speed, of course, but in the future, I don't really want an automatic, but just in case I throw a TH400 or something in there to handle the power from later modifications. I'm going to plug these so they're clean, no dirt gets in there in the meantime. My little collection of random brass plugs here, fittings, it doesn't have anything. Went to the parts store and got these plugs, 5/16. Put some Teflon tape around them, and I'm going to send them home here. Just get them nice and snug. There's no fluid here. That's a fit. I like it. I'm going to hand thread these so I don't cross thread them with my newfound impact joy. Let me give you a look on how this fits here. So we're clearing everything very nicely here. This stock radiator support is keeping anything from holding or keeping anything from hitting along here, so we're not going to be damaging fins as we drive down the road. Everything clear. It fits really well down here. The lower hose fits perfectly, and the drain clears the frame rail very well. So as far as fit goes, I do recommend the Radiator as far as fit goes. Obviously I haven't run it yet, so let's do that. I'm going to check the fitment of my new hose between the Radiator and here. I know this is a slightly bigger outlet. That hose isn't going to fit. I'm taking some measurements here with this highly specialized wire to try to get some sort of a straight shot Radiator hose from the parts store. So we're going to head there now. I'm digging through this wall here. This gate looks pretty close to my wire. I think those will be the two. The second one here has only one bend in it, so it might look cleaner. I'll take whichever one back I don't use. Just got back from the parts store and I got two different options that might work. There's this option. Let's just jam it home and see what happens. Okay. Okay, it's got the little dog leg in here. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's going to work. The dog leg doesn't really need to be here. It's in a strange spot. Now if the inlet was over here, it might be just perfect, but let's try the other one. This one I have a really good feeling about. It's very simple. I'll put it on here. I think that's the one. We're warming up some rubber here. Hopefully this will be enough to get it stretched over that opening. Come on. It worked, guys. Easily. Perfect. There we go. That is perfect. Got this on the first try too. That's amazing. All right, I'll put a clamp on there. We are installed. Like a genius, I installed this without thermostat, so I just redid that. Luckily, I put a little bit of gasket maker in there. Luckily, all that was really not set up yet, so we're good to go. This is nice and straight, like that. Looking good. Much better than the universal fit ugly stuff there. So now this should not leak. If you do want the part number for that Radiator hose, it's a Gates hose 20416. I'll link to that in the description below too, if you want to grab one. These no-spill funnels are wonderful. Also, they're really good for burping. Once it gets warm enough outside, or at least right now it's 8 degrees and snowing. Once it warms up just a little bit, or at least stops snowing, I'll take this out into the driveway and fire it up. And then I'll fill this level up to here. So this is by far the highest point in the whole system. And I will just let it run, let the thermostat open up, and it'll burp all the air bubbles out right through this funnel. But for now, this is going to make me keep the floor as dry as possible. So I'm going to put 50-50 in here. This is 100% antifreeze. Right here. And I'm going to put distilled water in as well. Distilled water will keep things from reacting with my aluminum. Now I'm putting in a new, less explosive fuel filter. And I lost the hose clamp. It's gone. Alright, this is a much better looking setup. It's all nice and kind of a clean factory look. Let's get a lock cylinder in here and replace the screwdriver key. If I remember right, pretty sure you just need to put the key in here and you'll pop it in there. Here's the lock cylinder. Well, there's no lock cylinder in there anymore. Right now it is a empty hole with an ignition switch at the back of it. So I want to make sure I have everything out of there that needs to be out of there. Alright, I just set it in there and just kind of lined up the pin. Sorry about the lighting in here, it's not that good. I just lined up the rear pin. I'm going to put the key in. Now it's getting easier. Just got to break in the $12 lock. Fire. Off. Wiggle. Let's call it fixed.